that Steve?
Has he got a new car?
2025 Discovery, 3 litre diesel, and better than that.
I would have to disagree.
Which one's better? There's only one way to find out.
Okay, so Steve came in with a hot opinion in the intro. So let's just start with how this car looks. Got the Discovery brand in here. As we know, Land Rover do Discovery, Defender and Range Rover as part of their sort of 3 main lines. The Discovery sits somewhere in the middle. The Defender's more rugged. The Discovery is supposed to be a mixture of luxury and ruggedness, and Range Rover, of course, is the superior brand. Not according to some people, like Steve. The grille, quite small on this one. Consider it's a massive SUV, although maybe I'm just used to BMW grills these days, which are massive. We've got the LED lights, which are sculpted around here, underneath the bonnet and into the side. It fits with the new aesthetic of this lineup, really, the current generation of products that JLR have got going on. It's really sleek, really stylish, and if you come around here, Steve, we can have a look at how this is sculpted nicely into the bonnet and round to the side profile of the car, which I think is a really sleek, beautiful design. This car, oh, it's doing that. It's doing the key thing. It's doing the key thing where it just opens and closes. The height of this car is 1,880 millimeters, and the length is just under 5 meters. So it's quite a big car, as you can see with the styling as well, because the back is really tall. We did, in our last Versus video, we did a Discovery Sport, and you can see the difference in size here. Because this is also a 7-seater, but you get a lot more space in the back, but we'll get onto that in a minute. This car has 22-inch alloys, really nice rims. I think they look great on this beast of a car. The styling follows through here into the back light, which goes around to the boot. Really sleek styling still, beautiful design. Again, big fan, very contemporary, very modern, and it looks every bit a modern SUV, this car does. The boot, let's talk about the boot. It's a controversial topic. For some people, they absolutely hate it. I love it. I'm throwing my opinion down. I absolutely love the boot. I think having the registration plate off to the left, it's very simple, but it gives the car character. You know from a mile away what you're looking at. For some people, it doesn't sit right, but for me, it does. Speaking of sitting, let's go and have a look on the inside. Inside the Discovery, the first thing you notice is it's massive. Look how big it is. Look how big it is. And it's quality materials everywhere. It feels soft and plush and nice, and this still has that new car smell, so it's quite delicious in here. The steering wheel, nice. I was going to say nice and round, obviously. It's nice and big though, but you can still see way over it. This windscreen's nice and big, and I'm sat so high up, I can see everything. I'm feeling regal and superior, which I should for the price of this car. It's £83,000. And that is why the owner of this particular car was smart to invest in a Titan lock, although other brands are available. Just pop that back down there, out of the way. What else to say about the interior? Very practical, lots of cubby space in here. We've got drinks, actually wireless charging. Is that 2 wireless charging ports, or is it just a space for an extra phone, Steve? Just one, so wireless charging for one phone. And then this is quite interesting. If you press this button here, come on in, wait. Look at that. And there you can store all of your illegal substances. Fantastic. The screen is like, it's just the way the cars are going. Everything is in the screen, apart from these dials here for your climate control. Everything else is in the screen. And I know what you're thinking, well, how can I control the climate if my drugstore is open? Well, a little pop-up comes on the screen. So they've really thought of everything. They're very smart, these engineers over here. Yes. You know what else they thought of? Captain's chair. Very nice. I really like this. I mean, if you're doing a long journey, this is where you want to be. So I know Simon's going to say that he has one of these in his car, but so what? This is nicer. Sorry, Simon. Is that everything? Oh, no, it's not. We have the Meridian sound system. The Meridian sound system is amazing, really bassy. If you like your music, you can't go wrong with the Meridian sound system. It's really good quality stuff. And the last thing to mention is probably the chairs. The chairs are really nice. And they're heated and ventilated. What more could you want? Do they massage? No, they don't massage. You could probably want that as well. But hey ho, let's go and have a look at the back. Here in the back, the space continues. There's absolutely loads of room back here. There is 2 sun roofs, one at the back for the 7-seat alumni back there, and one sort of at the front really. In fact, if you're in the middle, you're kind of missing out a little bit. You've got to choose which one's your favourite. In the back we have 2 USB-C ports, and we also have the Isofix points, which are really super duper easy to get. They couldn't be any easier to get to, although this flap isn't the most luxurious thing in here. But if you want practicality, ticks a box. The seats in the back are heated, which is awesome. And what's even more awesome is the 3rd row of seats is also heated. Now that is luxury. So shall we go and have a look back there in the boot? This boot is huge. I'm actually feeling quite massive because I'm sat on the 2 rear seats. How are you going to get 2 humans in here? How big am I? Well, with these 2 back seats up, you get 286 litres of space, which that extends to, with them down, 1,000 and something. I've got my notes. I'm sure it's 1,374 I've got in my head. Let's see if I'm right. Oh no, it's 1,137, which is this space that you're seeing here now. Now, if you put the back seats down as well, then you're getting up to 2,406 litres of space, which is essentially a van. But does it move like a van? Let's talk about performance. This engine is the 3-litre diesel mild hybrid, which I'm struggling to say. It is capable of 350 horsepower, a 0 to 60 time of 5.9 seconds. So under 6 seconds for a car this size is, you know, it's pulling quite a bit. And it's also capable of towing 3.5 tons. It has an 8-speed automatic gearbox and is capable of around 34 miles per gallon, give or take, whether you're doing motorway driving and whatnot. I believe you can actually get up to 40. So yeah, not bad. My summary of the Discovery is that it's a fantastic car. Albeit very expensive, it does what it says it's going to do, which is comes in between the Defender and the Range Rover. Luxurious and practical. So you can pull up to afternoon tea and feel great jumping out of this thing, or equally, if your mate's renovating his house and you're helping him out and you're throwing tools and paint in the back, it won't be out of place. It's got you covered. It can take you where you need to go, albeit invest in some cloths because you don't want to dirty your interior. So with that being said, it's over to Simon to tell us what he thinks of his very own Range Rover Sport. And let us know in the comments, are you team hybrid or team ice?
There's no doubt the Discovery is a fantastic car, and it blends practicality and luxury beautifully, which is what JLR are known for. However, my argument is, why would you spend all that money when you could have one of these at a fraction of the cost? Something which we'll get onto later. But first, let's have a look at it. So this one is a HSE. It's got the optional red brake calipers, optional 22-inch alloy wheels, Beautiful styling around the front and all over. You would not think that this design is 12 years old now. It's timeless design. Dimensions wise, it's 4.85 metres long, slightly shorter than the Discovery, about 1.75 metres tall, which is about 10 centimetres less than the Discovery. Coming round to the back, we'll have a look at this. Got a beautiful rear end on it, nice and rounded. You've got your twin exhaust at the back, concealed rear wiper, matching scuff plate at the back, which matches the front end. What I would describe as bulky elegance. Let's see if that is matched on the inside. Here we are inside the car. This particular vehicle is my own car, so I know it well. It's my daily driver, so I live with it day in, day out. I can't emphasize enough just how good it is. To think this car, the design of this car is 11, 12 years old, and the car itself is 11 years old. Granted, this one is a bit of an exception, as this has only got 30,000 miles on it and one owner before me, so it is a rarity in that perspective. Not all of them are like this. Granted, most of them have done 3 times the mileage at this age, so have a lot more wear and tear than this does. All the seats and the upholstery and the leather, it's all pretty much like new due to the mileage and because I'm particular and I look after my cars. This one, in terms of what it's got, it's inside you've got the two-tone black and ebony leather upholstery. It's got the Meridian sound system. You've got the terrain response for different off-road modes. That's standard, obviously. Infotainment system, you would not think that's 12 years old. It does the job, and it's not dated at all. Going through to the back, plenty of space in the back, comfortable seats. Those are heated at the back as well. Plenty of space for the family. You can see we've got Isofix child seat in the back there as well. So very practical for families, and if you need some space. Going through to the very back now to the boot, you've got about 780 litres of boot space with the seats folded up, and then fold them down, you've got about 1,760. So it is a very practical vehicle, and I can vouch for that, because I know what we've piled in here on several occasions. But that's enough of the inside. Let's move on to performance and see what's under the bonnet. Apart from a few leaves, because we're in the lovely British autumn time, we've got the 3-litre SD V6 twin turbo diesel, which produces just under 300 brake horsepower and will get us to 62 miles per hour from standing start in just over 7 seconds, which is very respectable for a big car like this. Towing capacity of 3.5 tonne, which is important with these. So pull horse trailers, car trailers. Fuel economy, I've managed to achieve on a run out of this vehicle 42 miles per gallon, which is, I'm sure you'll agree, is very impressive for such a big car. In terms of price and values, you can buy one of these today for anywhere between 10 and 20,000 pounds of this age. This car new was around 62,000 pound on the road before any extras. This very good value for money today. You're getting a lot of bang for your buck, and you've got, of course, being a Range Rover, you've got the extra luxury element over the Discovery. This car sits between the Velar and the big Range Rover, so it's higher up in the pecking order over the Discovery, which, as we know, is a bit more utility. But as we always say, which one would you choose? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.